Hey, sixth graders, happy Monday. It is December 14th, which means, guess what? It is actually, sorry, I got the wrong date here. Mere 6 days before we break for 2 weeks, almost week and a half, week and three-fourths. So we have some things to take care of. And one of the things is we got to close the door on figurative language. All right. So hopefully you are doing some solid work for catching up and getting on top of things. You've seen your grade from trimester one, so maybe that's going to motivate you. And here's the thing. So our today is we have a test today. It's sort of it's going to be a challenge because every test should be a challenge. This is your performance, right? If you were an athlete or you're a dancer or you're a chess player, this is your performance. This is your match. This is your game. This is your recital. If you're an instrument player. So let's get right to it. You're going to have two options, which means you do one or the other. You don't do two things today. You do one. Can't reiterate that enough. Option A, right here. So this is a test for your learning, all right? I want you to do your best. So don't think of it like this is do or die. It's just your best. Take your time. Do not rush. For both cases, you may use your notes on this test. I'm fine with that. If you're using your notes, you're applying what you've written down. Doctors don't just sit there from their brain and diagnose someone's sickness. They go and look at a book and reference history and all that stuff. So notes are important. All right. When you're done, then you submit this test and you are done for the day. Then go read for fun. Push-ups and sit-ups for your brain. Okay. So if you finish early today, then go read. For a little bit, at least 20 minutes, maybe. But read, find something to read. And please, if you don't have any books, will you please contact me because I can find you a book. I can send you a link. I can get you a book. We're going to get you a book. All right. So option A is multiple choice and short answer. So the bottom line is there's going to be 16 questions in option A. If you choose option A, this is a little bit less intense it's not a writer's thing. This is more about someone who just wants to recognize. It still will tell me whether you know this material or not. So here's the two kinds of questions you're going to see on this test. Which of the following is the best example of an author using alliteration? That's a multiple choice answer. So you're going to choose from 4 answers. That requires some thinking. It requires some decision making. If you want to check your answers, again, you're welcome to use your notes. They'll only help. They won't give you any answers. The other kind of question in this multiple choice test is finishing things. So I will ask you to finish the sentence so that it becomes a simile. The morning sun is blank. You fill in the answer. Okay, you have to write. That's not going to be automatically graded. I have to look at that. So I have to go in and grade that myself. And basically, you either nail it, sort of nail it, or not at all. Okay. Option B, which is also another choice, is this one is you are going to be doing some writing. So this is free writing. So the directions are on this assignment, either by writing on this Schoology submission. So you hit the little plus, right? Create a submission and you start writing. Or you could write in a notebook. I have to read it though. And you could take a picture of it and submit that. Or you could write in a Google Doc and take a picture of that if you want, or share a link there. Either way, the task is to write a short story that uses all types of the figurative language at least 2 times each. Can't stress that enough. So you can write a story that's creative and imaginative, but it also must make sense. So you can't just do a bullet point list of Mr. Slaby is like a, Mr. Persons is a. It can't be random. It's got to make some sort of sense. So you can't just write a bullet point list of examples of figurative language that will not qualify for option B. Okay, so here's your checklist: 2 metaphors, 2 similes, 2 examples of hyperbole, 2 examples of personification, 2 examples of alliteration, meaning I want at least 3 words that show alliteration. You should know what that means. 2 examples of an oxymoron, 2 examples of onomatopoeia, and 2 idioms. Each example of figurative language must be underlined. So as you're sitting there, if I'm writing this right here, I found myself acting like a circus clown deprived of sleep to get the attention of the person I had a crush on. Okay. So this right here is an example of something. I'm not going to tell you what's an example of, but notice that I am using acting like a circus clown. I have underlined that because it is my example of something, okay? And I just want to see. And here's how I do this, is that you don't have to label it. I should be able to tell, because if you have two of each in your story, then I know that you understand these things. Okay, so this is a little harder. Option B is a little more challenging. It's going to take a little bit more focus, but some of you are natural writers, and if you are, then I want to honor that, because this is how the authors do. They use this stuff. So some of you want to do that. So option B is for those who want to write a little bit. Just so an option B, I am not grading you for spelling, grammar, capitalization, and punctuation, but dear Lord, please use periods between sentences. It'd be nice to see the rules followed, but I'm really looking for this, so you won't be graded down if it's rushed. Okay? So option A or option B, not both. So task for today is finish your test. I'm available through all day if you have questions. I'm not going to give you answers. If you say, Mr. Slaby, I don't get metaphors, too late for that. Too late. Not going to answer that question. I'll answer like, Mr. Slaby, on number 2, is it possible that, it could be this? I might say something like, well, explain to me what you mean. Like, I might push it a little bit. Like, you're going to have to work for your answers. Okay. After you finish your test today, read for fun, sit ups and push ups for your brain. Okay. Everyone, take care. Good luck. And may the force be with you.